Good morning. I'd like to call this meeting of the Logan County Commissioners to order. Today is November 22nd, 2021. It's 9 o'clock in the morning. Please rise for the flag salute.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all for coming. Move on to item 3. Any citizen desiring to be heard? Hearing none. Move on to item 4. Consideration and possible action to establish redistricting plan for each county commissioner district. So gentlemen, I went back to the Capitol, made the changes that I thought I heard that we wanted to look at. And those are in these 2 maps that we've got. Monty going down south, there's nothing on Forest Hills that isn't currently in the Guthrie city limits. So that little spot that pops across there, the road there, that's in the Guthrie city limits.
Are you talking about that little dip it shows on this map?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that dip goes down to Forest Hills, or is it Seward Road?
It's past Seward Road is the mile north of there.
Where the 77 is?
Yes.
So, this might help him.
But that's all within the Guthrie city limits, or where the boundary is drawn today.
Okay, so this, well, she's got it marked off on this one. Help me here for a second, maybe. This right here is Cooksey Road.
Yes.
So County Road 76 would be in District 2, is that right? But this is Midwest Boulevard.
Yes.
Well,
Or Pine.
that kind of shows.
The yellow
Pine.
division line is Midwest.
Midwest. So it is Pine. Midwest.
Yeah, so it goes right in front of your shop.
Yes.
Okay.
So that part over there is, one you guys have already agreed to last time.
Right, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I'm just trying to get my boundaries.
I got you. And then Monty, the one up north, which up by my shop, is this expanded view. You got 2
Okay.
maps
Yeah, right here.
right there, right? So that includes a lot of the west side of Guthrie that we hadn't that you didn't previously have,
Right.
and added quite a few
Yeah.
head count there, and then takes you over to Cedar Valley East.
I mean, we gotta do it. I move that we approve it.
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second to approve the Logan County 2020 Census Reapportionment Plan as presented in the map, and the reapportionment is by head count in each district. So District 1 will have 16,803. District 2 will have 16,427. District 3 will have 16,325 as of the April 2020 census.
Might point out that these new lines become effective January 1.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So I have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All right. I do have one other item, as pointed out by our county clerk, These lines, district lines become effective 1 January of this next year as far as the next election cycle is concerned. So that they will be in play for after the April filing date. So, have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. Have a,
So I got 30 days to go out there and pick up all the gravel I put down and move over to the new district.
yes,
Alrighty, guys.
here's a resolution that we need to get signed up and get out to Lowell. And I want to point out that we're also the second to the last county in the state to get this done, which I'm very proud not to be the last one. But we got till the end of the month, so it's not a big deal. Thanks, ma'am. All righty. What'd they do with them? All right, item 5. Consideration and possible action on application for federal assistance for NRCS Emergency Watershed Protection Project on MacArthur and Skelton Creek.
That's mine, and I just gotta get this letter signed so we can get that assistance through the NRCS.
Okay.
I
Is
got
that
the
for,
in-kind service on it.
is that for rock?
Yeah, rip-rap. Placed around the bridge.
I'll motion we approve.
I'll second.
Mr. Chairman,
All right, have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously. And I am signing that now, Monty.
Thank you.
Thanks, ma'am. All right, item 6, consideration possible action on lease purchase agreement with Logan County Public Works for graders for District 3. There will be 4 of those.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the lease purchase agreements. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes unanimously.
Thank you, guys.
Yes, sir. Item 7, consideration possible action on bid number 2022-10 for a 5-ton truck conversion for Marshall Fire Department, opened on November 15th, 2021. Did we get any feedback on that?
I do. I have a letter from the fire chief asking the board to, or recommending to the board to accept the one bid we did receive from her fabrication.
Okay.
I'll make a motion we approve.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second to accept the bid from Kerr Fabrication on a 1996 NAE system 5-ton 6x6 model M1085. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Did you say aye?
I did.
Okay. Motion passes. Okay,
We have an addendum.
have an addendum?
Yes.
Ah. This is
Do
probably.
you not have a copy? Is it stapled to the page? She put it on the back.
It may be, it's probably on the back. No, oh, yeah. Okay, here we go. Addendum item, consideration and possible action on resolution accepting a $633.29 donation from John Reckenberger to District 1 for a culvert at 18899 West Triplet Road. We're doing some work out there on that road, and they decided they wanted to upgrade their ingress and egress.
I'll move we approve.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second to approve the donation. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion passes. All right, so where was we? Yes. Item 8, comments, announcements, questions by the Board of County Commissioners or other county officers and department heads. Sheriff, anything from you, sir?
No, sir.
Thank you. Madam Clerk.
No.
This is the first.
Well, actually, I probably have a long list. I actually do have a couple,
Way to go.
now that I thought about it. I told you to remind me.
Don't poke them there.
Way to go.
I have been asked by the maintenance person to buy a lawn vacuum for cleanup around these buildings with the leaves and the garbage and stuff. Looks like the price is around $1,200. Just letting y'all know that unless there's an objection, that would be a basic maintenance purchase.
Oh,
No discussion.
No.
So, yeah, I think that's good.
I'm-
You said a couple of things, so that was one.
I just got the message this morning from the health department who is wondering if we could, one of you could send a couple of guys over. They would like to move the stop bumps relocated out of a couple of parking spots across the front of the building. They can't move them by themselves. If we might be able to do that. And I think I'm forgetting something, but it must not have been that.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Monty? You think
well, just on the redistricting, I think it's about as fair as we could have done it, so I appreciate everyone's cooperation on it.
as long as, yeah, as long as we all work together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cody?
He hit it on the head there, so I appreciate it, and got some roads to take care of, and yeah.
Yes, I agree in that same sentiment. It's one of the things that I brought up at the state capitol when we were going over this, that we should never split a district along a road where one district has half and the other one has half, because, you know, we can all, as gentlemen, three of us can sit here and make agreements between us that we're going to do that. But in the next 10 years, who's to know what's going to happen, right?
Sure.
And all of those things, all those gentlemen agreements can get flushed down the toilet, so to speak, and then we have something like Coltrane Road that, you know, doesn't get worked on for a long time because it's split between two districts. But in any effect, I appreciate what y'all have done and helped us with this. And as we share roads, I promise we will do that in the best interest of the voting public, or the public that lives there, not necessarily if they vote or not. And that's all I've got. So we'll move on to item 9.
So move.
I'll second.
Have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
We are adjourned.